So if you're in healthcare, you know the struggle. You're surrounded by noise. In a digital world that's just getting louder and louder every single day, how do you make sure the patients who really need you can actually find you? Well, let's dive into that. I want you to start by picturing something. Imagine your practice is a lighthouse, standing strong in the middle of a thick, foggy sea. You offer safety, you offer guidance, expertise, but if your light isn't cutting through that fog, ships, or in this case, patients, are just gonna sail right on by, completely lost. It really makes you ask the question, right? In this digital fog of information, of competing clinics, how are new patients actually finding their way to your front door? Is it just luck? Or is there a clear, intentional guiding light leading them straight to you? And that right there, that's the core challenge we have to tackle, the fight for visibility. Because in modern healthcare, it's not enough to just be a great practice. You have to be seen. And let's be totally clear about this. This isn't some optional extra anymore. Standing out is a flat-out necessity. The days of just opening your doors and hoping for the best, yeah, those are long gone. Proactive, smart outreach is the absolute baseline for survival and growth now. Okay, so if the big challenge is this foggy sea, then what's the solution? Well, you need a skilled navigator. And that is exactly what professional advertising services are designed to be for your healthcare practice.
Without visibility, your business will not grow. I want to invite you to the next brand awareness event designed for healthcare entrepreneurs who are tired of chasing leads, frustrated with the inconsistency of referral sources, and disappointed with the outcomes of paid marketing campaigns. This event is for you. We're also going to cover how to turn your website into a patient acquisition portal. We're going to talk about how your content can start showing up on AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity, and we'll talk about how to amplify your brand. This is the break you've been waiting for. It's the insight and information you need to fuel your growth. The brand awareness event, my personal invitation to you. I look forward to seeing you.
So what are we really talking about here? At its core, it's a professional service that brings together strategy, creative thinking, and data for one specific reason: to get your message in front of the right people at precisely the right moment. It's about being intentional, not just being loud. You know, a really great way to think about this is like hiring a personal trainer for your marketing. I mean, sure, you could go to the gym by yourself, but a trainer, they bring expertise, they push you to get better results, and they help you avoid making some really costly mistakes. It's the exact same idea here. So what does this personal trainer actually get you? Well, it boils down to 4 huge benefits. First up, targeted reach. That means you stop just shouting into the void and you start having real conversations with the people who are actually looking for your help. Second, cost efficiency. So every single dollar you spend is working as hard as it possibly can. Third is brand building, which helps establish you as a trusted authority, not just another name on a list. And finally, and this one is crucial, data-driven decisions. No more guesswork. You make changes based on what the numbers prove is actually working. But here's the thing. Healthcare isn't like selling sneakers. It's not about flash sales or gimmicks. It's all built on trust. So how do these benefits really apply to the unique world of a medical practice? It's because in healthcare, the goals are just fundamentally different. It's about building trust long before a patient even thinks about walking through your door. It's about educating patients with genuinely helpful content that positions you as a guide. It's about increasing accessibility, making sure people know about things like telehealth or easier ways to schedule. And really, it all rolls up into enhancing the patient experience from the very first click they ever make. Okay, theory is one thing, but let's look at a real-world example. There was this local pediatric clinic. They didn't just blast out generic ads. Nope. They got laser focused on reaching parents in their specific community with messages that were reassuring, and then they made booking an appointment unbelievably simple.
So, what happened when they took that targeted, trust-first approach? This, a 40% increase in new patient registrations. And get this, that was in just 3 months. That isn't just some abstract number. That's a game-changing impact for a local practice.
A result like that, it's not magic. It happens when you're using the right tools for the job. And because the marketing world is always changing, let's look at the tech that's helping practices get ahead and stay there. Here are 4 big trends that are really powering these lighthouses today. First, you've got AI-powered targeting, which can help predict who might need your services next.
Then there's video marketing, which is absolutely perfect for explaining complex health topics in a simple way. We also have voice search optimization, because when someone asks their smart speaker, "Find a doctor near me," you need to be the answer. And finally, social media stories, which are all about creating that instant, personal, human connection with your community.
All right, so we've walked through the challenge, the solution, the tools. It all comes down to this: igniting your own spark and truly illuminating the path forward for your practice.
And this brings us right back to where we started, with our lighthouse. Your practice already has incredible value. The expertise is there, the care is there, the lighthouse is built, it's strong, and it's ready. All it needs is the right kind of light to finally cut through all that fog.
Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's not just about getting more bodies in the door. It's about attracting the right patients for your specific practice. It's about fostering real, genuine engagement and building a stronger, more trusted presence in the community you serve.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Now that you've seen the challenges, but also the incredible opportunities to cut through that fog, is your practice ready to shine?